Now for NetCheck here on BON News. And back in 2004, a rich man in Jiangsu province allowed his son to spend his money as he liked in order to build his own business. But the son then quit his job as a driver and began a life of luxury. He spent all his money on clothes, nightclubs, prostitutes and other expensive things.
He spent more than $150,000 that his father had given him over a space of 2 years before cheating a former classmate out of another $15,000. He then disappeared and spent his life on the run. But he was arrested earlier this year and his story has been making waves online. Our researcher, Kevin Jar, has been monitoring the comments and we can join him in the newsroom now. Kevin, what's the general view on this online?
Well, many people are criticizing the kid for treating his father's money as worthless, and they are also blaming the father for not bringing up his son properly. One comment says that Chinese parents have the misguided view that people usually want to leave their wealth to their next generation, but in fact their kids take it for granted and don't value their parents' hard work. So he suggests Chinese kids should learn to be more thankful.
Kevin, is anyone taking a different approach to this?
Well, some people view it with a positive spin. They think it is good for the country as a whole, since the wealth can be redistributed. They say it will help boost economic growth if there were more rich kids like this, since their parents usually hoard all their money, but their kids spend it.
Thanks, Kevin. Some people pointing to a generation gap here, and that being one of the reasons why this kind of thing unfolds. Parents saving a lot of money, working very hard, then giving the money on to their kids go out and spend it like this young guy
without a
did.
moment's thought, for all the hard work involved in spending that money. Interestingly, someone else saying, well, this is going to boost domestic consumption. We should have more rich kids frittering away more of their parents' money and the whole economy can benefit.
Good for the economy, yeah, absolutely. Buying smart cars and spending money in nightclubs.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Kevin a little bit more about this earlier, and he was saying a lot of people thinking it's typical of the so-called next generation of rich kids. And people are really critical of this kind of behaviour. It's something you see elsewhere in the world. The rich elite come in for a lot of stick in the US, in other Western press for frittering away money, for relying on their parents, hanging on to their parents' coattails.
That's right.
Similar thing we're seeing here.
What you may not get as much in the US is the kind of vitriol that you get on the internet, but the anger that people feel quite often towards cases like this, and also the fact that they monitor a lot of these kids and they monitor the movements of very rich children and make sure that they're not stepping too far out of line. We've seen examples of that.